Hello and welcome back to Fantasy Entertainment. I decided to document the creation of my Spies Are Forever medley, so without further ado, here's how I did this thing. I can't remember exactly when I got the idea to do a Spies medley, but I have a first attempt finale file last modified October 12, 2019, so sometime before that. Since I obviously couldn't use every song, I wanted to capture what I felt were the main plot and emotional beats of the story. I also decided to only be the three main characters, Kurt, Tatiana, and Owen. Okay, it's really more like 5, but essentially 3. I ended up with 6 songs. The opening, Spies Are Forever, the I Want song, Spy Again, my favorite song that also happens to incorporate all 3 characters, the Torture Tango, the love duet that's not a love duet, Doing This, the not love duet that is a love duet, One Step Ahead, and a happy little wrap-up Spy Again reprise. I picked a mix between my favorite parts and the ones that got the point across the best. I then took the soundtrack, cut out what I wanted, and put them into one little audio file. Listening to this file helped me come up with ideas for transitions, and I could also practice singing along. I knew from doing Gallivant it would be easier in the long run if I figured out the key signatures, time signatures, and approximate tempo for each song before starting. I do not in any way, shape, or form have perfect pitch or even a good relative pitch, so this step is always fun, she said sarcastically. This took about an hour. B minor-ish. Okay, Torture Tango. Oh boy. So I'm feeling sharps as opposed to flat, so that narrows it down. Now watch me be off by a half step, because that happens way too often. Yeah, alright, wow. That was easy. 129, exactly. There, that might be it. The skeleton is a framework of the complete medley, so I had a rough idea of what still needed to be filled in. In other words, I added in all the keys and tempos, and the vocal parts in rhythms only. I also estimated how many measures for transitions between songs. I also put the lyrics in under the rhythms. This way I wouldn't get lost with where in the song I was and could move around from song to song and measure to measure if I ever got stuck or frustrated in later steps. This took just under 5 hours to do. But, nope. Whoa, I got off. It's only like a page. Okay, let's go back. Am I off by an 8th note? No! Everything's starting on beat 3. I think this is a 2/4 measure. Yes, that's it. I think that's it. I think I just solved it. And it's just time. What do you think, Belle? Time to decide who will be saved. and. It works! Spies Are Forever. Yeah, that's wrong. With the skeleton complete, the next logical thing was to get the actual notes in. This step varied between easy and hard depending on how my ear was at hearing particular notes and intervals. It took about 3.5 hours. I was totally gonna take a nap, and then I thought, no, I should do this instead. I knew it was a tritone. Oh, I didn't trust myself. Is that it? That might be it. It's not the same pitch, is it? I literally can't tell. Alright, let the record state I am trying my absolute hardest. We're making up parts now. I don't care. You know what? That actually might be it. I don't know if that's like self-fulfilling prophecy or whatever you call it. I hear it. Confirmation bias. Whoops. Let's have sharps, you dummy. Ooh, I kinda like that. Okay, I can't believe I just sat here for almost 3 hours straight. I chose to stick with just a piano just to make it easier for myself. Some songs I tried to take the bass parts, turn them into left hand, and kept the more memorable right hand melody fragments where they were. Some parts, like with Gallivant, I just made up based on the vibe I wanted. It took about 7.5 hours. Bum, bum. Oh, yeah, that's gonna sound bad. So 1, 4, 6. Hey. Is that it? Spy. That's a big fat F7 right there. Watch, ready? Boop. I hate this. Alright, see how bad this sounds. Ready? Belle's gonna jump on my lap because I'm wearing a nice sweater. I don't think so. I don't think so. To admit. Aha! It's G. That was dumb. That was dumb. Right, it's not a G sharp, it's an F double sharp. Now I'm getting chord. Can I do it before the sun goes down? Probably. Can I do it before I get hungry? No, I was hungry like an hour ago. Oh, we are in D minor. So 3, 6, 4. Oh, hey, that actually makes sense. Ah, what a mess. I plugged my mic into my computer, turned on Audacity, and got to work. It took about 2 hours in one day, not including the time I spent on a different day doing redos. Left earbud. I did push record. Memories always seem to be always haunting me. No. God. Shoot, I forgot he was dead for like 2 seconds. This. T1. Save. Okay. Exporting. Select all. Delete. Back to measure 143. One step ahead. It's this time of the evening again because the sun is reflecting off my kitchen and blinding me. What is the note? Owen? 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 This was as simple as taking the piano version only of the medley and sticking it on one audio line of my video software and plugging my recordings on the other audio lines. I did that the day I was recording during breaks and then after. Since I didn't film myself doing this, best guess is it took about 3 hours. I worked on the audio redos and final audio editing later that week. I was also fighting my video software a little, so it took longer than it should have. Too long of an explanation for this video. The final result is not what I wanted it to be, but it's honestly the best I have with the circumstances. I wanted to be as economical as possible when filming to not waste my time or my battery, so I planned what was being shot, what extra scenes needed added, who was going to be on what side of the frame when I put it all together, and what I was physically doing, with props or otherwise. It probably took less than a half hour to put together. I already had most of these ideas in my head anyway, I just needed to write them down. Pretty much the last step before recording was coming up with the costumes for the different characters. I limited myself to closet cosplay and didn't buy any clothes or props for the video. It turned out to be easier than I thought. Each character is wearing a button-up shirt, pants, and the same boots. Kurt's color is light blue. I chose the burgundy for Tatiana. I know her color's purple, but I really don't have much purple. Owen was the hardest because he's wearing this brownish Henley the whole time, but I just bought this green button-up and I thought that was close enough. I was in the mood to get it done, so it only took just over an hour. I've been waiting for that. Well, that went well. The very first time I saw you. Oh shoot, it goes right in. Okay, so that take is unusable. Cool! Come on. I didn't film most of the editing. The order in which I did things was go through the raw footage, delete anything unusable, put the clips in order, pick the best take, sync everything up to the audio track, and split screen the duet and trio parts. And then render, of course. It took about 3.5 hours. For the thumbnail, I decided to get a screenshot from the video and added a little text via Photoshop. Then I uploaded my video file to YouTube, added the thumbnail and description, and let it go. There you have it, how I made my Spies Are Forever medley. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and remember, embrace your creative side.